All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Th000 versus 120 taking place here on Amazonia. On the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have Th000 spawning as the red human player. Meanwhile, on the top right-hand side of the map, we have Th000 spawning as the blue undead. Eagle-eyed viewers will realize that this is in fact patch 1.29 on the NetEase servers. I do also have some 1.30 patch games coming up in the near future. For I guess some people have been sitting on these replays and decided to finally upload them. Hopefully they are entertaining for you as they are for me. People ask me, hey Crota, do you watch your videos or do you watch the game so you know what to say? No, I think that actually takes away a lot of the enjoyment and the spontaneous, and well, you can't like fake a reaction when you know what's gonna happen. So that's the reason why I don't watch it, even though people say like, you know what, you could probably speak better if you know what was gonna happen, prepare for it better. Well, like that's what live commentary is, right? Where I get tongue-tied, where I call Dragonhawk riders or Griffinhawk riders and things like that. You know what I'm talking about, but hopefully it is still at the very least entertaining. Oh wow, that acolyte wanting to kill that sheep, but the sheep saying, you know what, I'm gonna hide myself by these forest trolls. How badly do you want that skeleton? So a little bit of RNG actually going in favor of Th000 without Th000 even realizing it, knowing that, hey, you know what, I don't have to worry about an extra set of skeletal minions inside my base. Small things like that can change things pretty dramatically, as we are looking at, well, this one acolyte hiding off over here. This footman, how does he know? How does he know that the acolyte was there ready to go? It looked like perhaps he scouted him out. That acolyte now on the move, on the run, trying to get away. All he wants to do is, well, I guess, haunt gold for the undead army. And I guess that's reason enough in WarCraft universe for that footman to be slicing and shoving a sword in the back of that acolyte. All right, acolyte taking some damage. We'll be able to get back here in just a moment. Meanwhile, we are already at the 2-minute 30-second mark. Death Knight now making its way down as the Mountain King is out in play. Oh, beautiful Thunderclap, stealing that last bit of experience right there. Getting to level 2 and getting us around immediately. Beautifully done, as that one peasant is gonna, well, end up getting taken out by Priest. Beautifully played right there. I can't believe what I just saw. That split second, getting to level 2, training up Stormbolt, getting the surround off on that Death Knight while denying experience. Brilliantly executed by Th000. Like, so much happened in that split moment that I couldn't really describe what was going on. Anyways, it looks as though the Mountain King is going to go ahead and try to clear out the remainder of this creep camp. This is going to be rather difficult, as we already see the Death Knight making its way over. Mountain King wants to get to level 3. If it can perhaps clear out all of these forest trolls, that rock golem is immune to magic, as you know, and because of that, it is not going to take damage from a long-distance death coil. Mountain King does have a good bit of mana. Is he going to be able to get that final blow off? Yes, gets to level 3, and now that Mountain King is in fact a threat to that Death Knight. Death Knight shaking in its boots, trying to head back every which way, as the peasant, well, with all of that mining gear on, or all of that fighting gear on, could not go inside the gold mine. A couple of skeletal minions now trying to retreat back as well. Mountain King sitting at about 380 life. Arcane Tower and Town Hall, well, Town Hall first, now getting constructed. Th000 pretty much opening up with a pretty simplistic build early on. Mountain King could try to double back around, finish off that skeletal minion. Meanwhile, this skeletal minion just going to get arcane feedbacked into oblivion. Death Knight sitting at about level 1 with only 400 hit points. Mountain King going to perhaps be using that Staff of Teleportation. We'll see where it goes next. Tech to tier 2 already about 60% done, as the footman is just trying to hold off into that position. Gonna end up getting taken down. Staff of Teleportation is the Death Knight. Oh, Death Knight does try and do a little bit of retreating right there, knowing that the Mountain King could hurry up and get into position, landing a critical Stormbolt and getting in that damage. Acolytes. Well, Acolyte is already back over here. Excuse me, Skeletal Minion's going to try and get in a little bit of extra damage on those onto some units before running away. Militia making their rounds over as well. Could actually try to finish it off, but no, decides against it. Mountain King now heads off to the north, perhaps expecting that his opponent is doing creeping. If he had actually finished off to the north, he could have perhaps stolen that last bit of experience and also gotten that Ring of Protection +2. Death Knight now sitting at level 2 as that Arcane Tower is currently getting upgraded. Footmen are fighting back here. Skeletal Minion able to slip through all of those peasants, as the peasants, while they are harvesting gold, do not have a collision radius. Back off to the north here. What is going on here? One rogue just trying to take down a poor ghoul. Ghoul is regenerating hit points slowly but surely. One Crypt Fiend trying to finish it off. I would assume normally that, wow, that guy is just in a really tight spot there, as the Mountain King still trying to engage. Boots of Speed allows that Mountain King to run around rather fast still, as the creep camp is still causing a bit of problems. Finally going to get the kill off there. Death Knight now going after that last rogue. Meanwhile, Mountain King looks to bring in the reinforcements with those footmen and now ready to engage. 30 supply compared to 37, but remember, there are additional, peasants by Tho's army, Samdan or Tho, currently getting up expansions. We should be looking at an Arcane Vault here and an eventual tech to tier 2. This one Goblin Shredder, however, has a lot of trees to clear out before it is able to make its way inside. Back across over here, Storbolt onto the Death Knight. Frost Nova onto a Footman, causing a bit of disruption. That Lich still has plenty of mana, could cause some problems, as the units are now heading back every which way. Mountain King diving headfirst, chasing after that Death Knight, so that it forces the rest of the Undead army to chase that Mountain King. Another Frost Nova could have slowed it down, saving that Death Knight there, as the Mountain King now retreats back, only sitting at 120 mana. Will need that Arcane Vault, and you see it currently getting upgraded. Blacksmith also getting added into the mix as well. Very large amount of lumber to build all of these tech buildings. All of a sudden, the Blacksmith being sped built, the tech to tier 2, Arcane Vault, all very intensive. But, with all of the additional resources that Tho has, he should have an economic advantage if he is not constantly harassed. Now, what is the Undead going to do? Oh, there goes one Acolyte. We are taking the tier 3. The Mountain King could try to make its way over, perhaps try to get some units back out. Are we going to see another Acolyte taken out? Mountain King is going to throw a Stormbolt. Hasn't done so yet. There's a Stormbolt. Scroll of Town Portal. Get out of jail free card now being used, as the Scroll of Town Portal is used to send all of the units back home. Clarity Potion, Scroll of Regeneration, all of that goodness, as it's gonna be repeated again, perhaps. I don't know. That is extremely risky, but there are also a lot of guard towers already in place, and I don't believe we are looking at, obsidian statues into destroyers just quite yet. There's not enough obsidian statues to really make it worth its while, as the Acolytes, as the Mountain King is currently regenerating both hit points and mana. Golem overhead. What's going on here? You do not want to stay in that position. That's a horrible spot to be in. Could actually get it taken down. And wow, Mountain King and the entire army is dizzy after a shutdown from the sky. Footmen trying to protect the Mountain King there. All of the units are in a run again. And Tho, after some brilliant maneuvers, now, making me question what is going on right here, as all the Footmen now heading back. A major loss of resources. And, if in fact 120 tries to capitalize on this at this moment, he is in a very good spot. Mountain King perhaps wanting to pick up a Scroll of Town Portal. Is that main building not being upgraded? Yes, it already is available. Let's take a look back over here. Lich is sitting at level 2. Death Knight almost at level 3. Mountain King, is he still dizzy? The Footmen are still dizzy after so long. You do not want your units falling out of a damaged Goblin Zeppelin. Mountain King heading back every which way, gonna head back off to the north, still not in a good spot. Boots of Speed, Clarity Potions already used up, as we're now looking at an attack going on across here. Far too many towers to try and engage. Farms should just end up getting cancelled, as the Mountain King is gonna try to lead the army. Meat Wagon, however, is it going to be able to fight back? That is the question there. Not going to be able to get focused down by a Stormbolt, but a big 1-2 punch coming in from a Thunderclap and, well, a Stormbolt there. Destroyer already off in the air. There goes another Stormbolt here. Footman could try and finish off more units. Mountain King, what's going off? Gonna try and go after this one meat wagon, and that meat wagon completely surrounded. Gonna have a very, very bad day. Goblin Zeppelin is gonna be in time. That is the big question, trying to finish it off, and it is picked up in time. Beautifully done. As the Acolyte, however, not going to be nearly as lucky. Mountain King, well, never mind. Mountain King unable to chase through. There is still a Tome of Intelligence right there. Stormbolt finishes off another Acolyte. There goes another Acolyte. Meanwhile, what is happening at the other base? Not very much. Mountain King could just easily Staff of Teleportation out of here and leave the remaining footmen to fend for themselves. I believe that will be the case. The Scroll of Town Portal really not worth it, as the Mountain King may try and Staff of Teleportation out. Mountain King down to 162 hit points, teleports back across here. New Arcane Vault. Paladin now being trained up, as the Death Knight, well, perhaps expects that the Mountain King is in fact nearby. There is a Death Coil down to 46 hit points. Is it going to be able to survive? There is a Potion of Healing now used. Lich could have followed up with that Frost Nova and looked like it was about to do exactly that. Lich, however, finishes off a Peasant. All right, Death Knight still wandering around across over here. Mountain King needs to figure out how to get a little bit more mana. You can take a look. Paladin is off nearby. No additional mana for that Mountain King, as Tho is knocking on the door with a giant meat wagon. Crypt Fiends, Obsidian Statues doing an absolute superb job. All right, Paladin is in a little bit of trouble. Holy Light onto the Mountain King. Mountain King still trying to run back around. Arcane Towers and Guard Towers offering more than enough protection, as another Holy Light goes onto the Mountain King. Mountain King will be able to survive at least for a little while, as we are now going into a Blood Mage. Blood Mage, that mana battery strategy between the Mountain King and Paladin should be fairly effective, as we are still looking at, well, Tho trying to buy some time. Tier 2 upgrades, a big Frost Nova across multiple Peasants, as the Lich unable to finish off multiple units here. All right, let's take a look at this. A lot of repair is getting underway. Meat wagons are just attacking down. There is another big Frost Nova right again, as the Obsidian Statues are providing more and more mana to that Lich. Lich should be able to get another big Frost Nova off over here in just a moment. More Peasants are trying to repair, and if the Lich, well, times it perfectly, could really get some big damage across multiple units. Arcane Tower, however, does threat to remove some of that precious mana. There's a Frost Nova again, and you can just see how much damage is being taken. Peasants not going to be able to finish repairing this, and this could be the end of this expansion, just going straight after the town hall instead of having to force to take down all of these other buildings first. You saw a slight upgrade in armor, but too little, too late. Level 3 masonry upgrades was done, but the hit points not quite enough. All right, interesting strategy going for Griffins. The Griffins should be able to take down a number of those units. Crypt Fiends are also nearby as well. What is going on? Triple Griffins in this strategy. Yeah, triple Aviaries. The Griffins, are they going to be able to do very much? All right, let's go ahead and just focus down, finish off those creep camps. There is a reveal right there. Dragonhawk or Destroyers are now trying to chase. Let's take a look at this. Still, the reveal is going on, as the Mountain King, Blood Mage, and Paladin still trying to fight it out. Oh, that was just an illusion. Let's take a look at Mountain King. Where is it going to go? Blood Mage, Paladin is in trouble, ending up going to get taken down. And that's not what you want to see. Mountain King, what's going on here? There is a Sentry Ward in position. Blood Mage heading back off to the north. Crypt Fiends are trying to web down some units, get them out of position here. Meanwhile, constant repairing onto these buildings, as the Griffins could end up taking down, well, yep, there goes one. There goes one. Whoa, almost finished one off. All right, is it going to be able to finish it? Nope, not able to finish off another. Mountain King now sitting at level 4. You can see that more repairs are getting underway, trying to repair the rest of these buildings, as the Griffins are still trying to head back off to the north. Blood Mage has a Staff of Sanctuary, could try and heal up a little bit more. Are we going to see? There's a big Thunderclap. We should be looking at some Siphon Mana. No, we are not. Level 2 Thunderclap, very powerful, slowing all of those things down and still giving a good amount of experience. Meanwhile, Griffins are heading back off to the north here. A little bit of split attack. Paladin looking to regroup. There is one Dragonhawk Rider, but you cannot shackle those Destroyers, as you know they are magic immune. All right, building is still trying to be repaired. Multiple units. Griffins are all right here, ready to go. Griffins trying to chase after some easy ghouls, able to do exactly that. And now perhaps, oh, there is a cloud. A cloud now being used, and that is going to cause some major problems as the acolytes are not going to be able to mine. So it is now 2 bases, or 1 base to 0, with the use of that cloud right there. Beautifully done, as there goes another acolyte. All right, Dragonhawk Riders, let's take a look. Scroll of Town Portal. Hey, let's just get the heck out of Dodge when things are going tough, and all of them are teleporting back home. Additional acolytes will need to be resurrected. You can take a look. Meat Wagon, is it going to try and engage against all of these buildings here? They're pretty much completely open as the Dragonhawk Riders and Griffins finish off a very easy creep camp that is heavily armored. All right, Tome of Agility +2. Mountain King. Oh, nope. Blood Mage going to get the additional armor. We'll see if that additional health does end up working out well, as well. The Dragonhawk or the Zeppelin trying to get away now, and now it will be able to run back that Zeppelin, holding a pretty much full hit point unit right there. All right, Holy Light, Blood Mage, no Orb of Fire. Dragonhawk Riders chasing after this 1 or 2 destroyers. The destroyers still chasing. Destroyers having a significant damage advantage over Griffins just because, well, magic immunity does that. Death Knight now sitting at level 4. Lich sitting at level 4. Manual of Health being left behind. Is that Tome of Agility is still off over there. There goes the Mountain King unit. There is an Ensnare right there. And wow, oh, Banish bringing in the unit. There's a Devour Magic. Why didn't you just simply attack it or Frost Nova it first and then start attacking that unit? Well, I'm not 100% sure, as Griffin is once again on the move. Griffin trying to get away and now heading back off to the north. Are we getting into Animal War training into Knights? No, we are not. Sitting on a 1,200 gold. Tho is in a good spot to just sit on a large amount of gold and then try to just break into low upkeep at maybe 70 supply. That's what he's hoping for. And now we see a big thunderclap coming across here. All right, unit's going to get taken down. There's a Manual of Health. Siphon Mana, taking away a lot of the mana of the Death Knight there. Death Knight, however, does finish off a Griffin as the Crypt Fiends were able to get a web onto it and take it down. Scroll of Regeneration used once more. Paladin, all of these units down across over here. Are we getting an expansion? No, we are just repairing the remaining buildings here. An expansion may be in the future at some point, but not just quite yet. Meat Wagon looking to finish off that blacksmith. Blacksmith has taken some big damage once more, as this peasant needs to head away. All right, really small army. 120 sitting at 57 supply with a 300 gold in the bank. Meanwhile, 900 gold in the bank with a 48 supply. Things are pretty much even at this stage, but True Shot Aura on that Mountain King is going to be giving some bonus damage again. There goes one. Blood Mage picking up Mantle of Intelligence. Nice item there. Paladin still sitting at level 2. Where are all of these units going to perhaps be going next? Well, poor Ghoul not going to be even sure what hit him, as a quick Scroll of Town Portal. There goes a clap. A quick couple of shots already. There's a Dragonhawk Rider as well. Scroll of Town Portal used in conjunction. Was enough damage done? That is a big question, as 3 Acolytes, 360 gold. Yep, 3 Acolytes, a Ghoul for a Scroll of Town Portal. And, well, Scrolls of Town Portal do not give your experience to your opponent, unlike Acolytes and Ghouls. If the game continues to go along this harassment strategy, if Tho is able to effectively trade 360 gold or 350 gold, essentially 1 Scroll of Town Portal for a handful of units, that may end up working out well. All right, Mountain King is going to be showing up. It looks as though, Dragonhawk Rider could be in, or that Destroyer could be in trouble. However, a Death Knight with a big Death Coil keeping that a unit live there. All right, let's take a look at this. One Meat Wagon out of position, going to easily get taken down, as the units are now on the move again. All right, a lot of Griffins And let's see, are we going to be able to focus down onto those destroyers fast enough? There go, excuse me, one obsidian statue already taken down. Stormbolt onto the Lich. Lich could get taken down. No, Thunderclap not in time. Sleep onto the Death Knight, or onto the Mountain King. Mountain King trying to stay alive. Stormbolt could be coming across. Are we going to see? No, we are not, as there was already a Death Bolt or Death Coil to try and heal. Units are trying to head back every which way. There goes a Crypt Fiend. Another Crypt Fiend could get taken out. Stormbolt, is it going to be coming in from that? No, not coming in. Paladin now sitting at level 3 as the Griffins are trying to hide every which way. Blood Mage still fighting across over here. We could see a Staff of Sanctuary. No, we are not. There goes one Griffin as the units are getting, well, picked up and retreated constantly. There goes a, well, nope, Dragonhawk Rider able to stay alive. More Siphon Mana. Blood Mage gets taken down as the Paladin, well, is in a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, Mountain King sitting on not enough mana for a Stormbolt. Death Coil looks like it is going to get saved by a Paladin. Holy Light as the Paladin is once again on the move. No use of Divine Shield as of yet. Should be using a replenishment potion momentarily, though, as you have, well, triple guard towers poking after these destroyers here. All right, Scroll of Regeneration, Holy Light, Blood Mage getting resurrected. Only one Dragonhawk Rider is left. No additional Dragonhawk Riders are being trained. Guard tower is now completely shut down at the expansion location. One base, what you see is what you get, as this gold mine will be mined out here. The Undead one, not so much, as there was a lot of harassment earlier preventing the proper mining. All right, Dragonhawk Riders 2-0 upgrades trying to retreat back. I do not, oh, this could be a mistake here. Nope, able to pull back those units in time. That was key. If 2 or 3 destroyers were lost at an inopportune time, that would have been potentially huge. Stormbolt onto the Lich. Lich could be in trouble. The Lich is going to perhaps be using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Death Knight should be using a Death Coil. Does go for the save. There you go, trying to go after more of those units as a big Frost Nova slows up all of those Griffins again. Dragonhawk Rider going after all of those units. Mountain King, Death Knight still engaging. Potion, or what, Divine Shield now being used. Dragonhawk Rider going to get taken down, and it looks like 120 is going to win out on this fight. But the Dreadlord was taken out there, so was a Griffin. All right, trying to save, and does get another save off onto that Lich, but the Death Knight is currently out of mana as all the units are now trying to retreat. Paladin, or excuse me, Mountain King sitting at level 4 and needs just a sliver of experience more to get to level 5, but still no such luck. 40 supply compared to 48. Gonna really come down to, well, who is able to get the most out of their units. Having obsidian statues is of great help, as the granite golems, well, would easily destroy much of that army. Long distance walk of shame ready to go. 120 knows exactly what is going on, knows that there is that walk of shame, as that Mountain King still doing a little bit of a dance back and forth. Perhaps the Blood Mage can siphon mana from an obsidian statue. That perhaps could be enough. All right, Mountain King. Oh, there was a dark ritual right there, getting more mana again. As the destroyers, well, there is a big sleep. All right, waking up with a little bit of a love tap. Stormbolt onto that. Death Knight losing a lot of its mana, as the Blood Mage now in trouble. Is it going to be able to be saved? Yes, there is a big Holy Light again, as the Dreadlord is going to try and do more. Stormbolt, Death Knight could be in trouble. Potion of Invulnerability not used in time. Mountain King gets to level 5, as the Blood Mage, or excuse me, the Dreadlord gets to level 2. Vampiric Aura on the Dreadlord. Dragonhawk Riders, a number of them out onto the field. Level 3 Blood Mage was taken out as well, so no mana. But I am sure Tho would trade a level 3 Blood Mage for a level 5 Death Knight all day long. More long distance mining happening across over here. Let's take a look. Mountain King low on mana. Paladin low on mana and, well, okay on hit points, as these peasants are going to try and head back. No real way to attack anti-air. A couple of Dragonhawks able to push back right there, but besides that, there is no orb of fire on the hero, and that is, well, the main issue right now. No real way to keep all of those units alive. Death Knight was resurrected back at the tavern, an expensive proposition to say the least. Dragonhawk Riders going up against all of these units here. Let's see, Dragonhawk Rider down to 276 hit points. Could get a Holy Light. Yes, does get a Holy Light. Scroll of Regeneration still on many of those units, as they are still chasing after the destroyers here. Destroyers looking to have to be very careful. Anytime you could run into some Crypt Fiends and then lose a good 10% of your army if the web does get thrown down. Alright, Peasants still doing some long distance mining. Goblin Shredder gonna look to join in on this fight. Perhaps try to take down a Crypt Fiend. That is the main thing you want to go after. Manual of Health. Well, you snooze, you can't read, as that Mountain King tries to get back away down to some major losses right there as the Mountain King, well, Dragonhawk Riders, Griffins, not all trying to get away. Alright, going after the Death Knight here. Death Knight having a bit of trouble. The Destroyers could easily focus down a handful of units. There goes, nope. Dragonhawk Rider is able to stay alive, at least one of them. That one, however, gets taken down. Another one could get taken down as well, as there is a big Frost Nova again. 41 supply compared to 54. Big losses all around. Goblin Shredder just hanging off to the north. And Th000 has to be absolutely kicking himself, knowing that, you know what, I've mined more gold. I should have a superior army, but I'm simply just getting outplayed by 120. It is a 5-5-2 going up against a 5-3-3 right now. Paladin, and oh, there's a Stormbolt. There, takes it down. Blood Mage isn't going to be able to get away. Tries to head back away once more. Destroyers chasing after you, the units. No easy way to save it, as the Paladin, well, unable to get the Holy Light off, and there is the GG. 120 taking this game from Th000, even though Th000 had a much higher score overall, especially in resources. You can take a look at that. The amount of gold mined was absolutely, well, just a large difference. I believe, was it this one? No, that's army size. This is gold mined. Yeah, gold, total resources, gold lost there, lumber. Yeah, big difference right there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.